Good morning, students. Welcome to the online class. Economics chapter 1. Okay, introduction to economics. Today we are going to learn few things about meaning of economics and basic concepts, and at the same time we are going to learn about importance of studying economics, and last point which we are going to study is basic economics problems. What to produce, how to produce, whom to produce. Now let us understand the meaning and importance of the economics. We use daily, it means various things in our daily life. Yes. So some of the goods, these are called goods. Okay. So goods and services, they are very important. So in the introduction we have to understand economics is a subject which studies that daily economic activities of man. The people using goods and services are called the consumers. And at the same time people are of course engaged in various activities, that is through production. Okay, so production of goods and services are made available to us in our place through transports, traders and shopkeepers are called distributors. It means various activity takes place in the economic activity. So mainly we can say that production, distribution and also exchange. So like that various activity takes place in the economic activity. So now let us understand about the definition of economics. Of course in the economic we can see for everything we cannot, money is the media of exchange, so to purchase goods and services. At the same time we cannot purchase all the goods through money. Okay, so what will happen sometimes, so priority will be given for some goods and priority will not be given. Okay, so of course it is an important aspect that we cannot have all the goods as we wish. Okay, because the money to buy them is limited or scarce. Okay, so that's why what we have to do, we have to give some priority for the important goods and services. Example, when we do agriculture, seeds is more important. Seeds are more important than buying tractors. So that is called prioritization. And also we can say that, example, you can say you have 20 rupees. Okay, so your teacher asked to buy book. Okay, so you also at the same time wanted to go to movie. So which is important? Prioritization is buying books is very important for 20 rupees. So because you have only 20 rupees with you, so we should see we should also must balance in the economic activities and based on the prioritization. Okay, which is very important. So we need to give importance for that. Okay, so and let us understand the definition of economics. At the same time we can understand the definition. What is economics? Okay, economics is a subject, okay, which studies the daily economic activities of a man as service that deal with the production, distribution and consumption of goods and services. Okay, so this is the definition of economics. If I want to say once again, economics is a subject which studies the daily economic activities of man or as service that deal with the production, distribution and consumption of goods and services, we can say that. And economics is so some of the economists, especially the father of economics is known as Adam Smith. Adam Smith has his own concept about economics. He says that economics is the study of wealth. Okay, and Alfred Marshall says that economics is the study of people in ordinary business of life. It was said by Alfred Marshall. So like that, so different economists will give of their own opinion. Okay, so that is, and also we can understand the origin of the meaning of economics, at the same time origin of the economics. Okay, so this economic word is actually derived from the Greek word, okay, okos and nomos. It means okos means household. Okay, okos, and nomos means management. So thus it is called household management. Okay, so this refers to the art of household management that involves using in the available means to satisfy the basic needs of the family. So the meaning of this economics, we can say that household management. Okay, so in order to maintain the family, so that man needs some basic needs. Okay, so that we can say that this is household management. It is that as economics, we can call it as economics. So at the same time, what are the importance of the study of economics? Next point, why we need to study economics? Do we really need to study economics? Yes, of course. Economics is a subject, is very important subject. Why? Because it recognizes the scarcity of resources at the same time against the unlimited wants. Okay, and prioritizing already I told you, by using the resources, identifying more important and less important. And also it tells about to understand socio-economic problems of the country, and also contribute to the government revenue and assist in discharge of its developmental and welfare programs. And also it is very important the varied activities which perform in order to earn money and wealth for satisfaction of our wants are called economic activities. It can be classified into production, distribution, exchange. Like that we can do that. That will be decided in the economic activity. Okay, and at the same time we have two types there, microeconomics and macroeconomics. Okay, so the main economic activities are already I told you: production, consumption, exchange and distribution. Okay, so now what is production? What we can understand in this economic activity? Okay, so that is especially when we understand about production. Production activities are those productions of goods and services. For example, agricultural production. Okay, so that happens through the agriculture, animal husbandry. Okay, and some of the other activities. Okay, so production, especially growing crops, also it is one of the activity of production activity. And at the same time we can understand the varied activities will be performed. Okay, in order to earn money, already I told you, in order to satisfy for the satisfaction of our wants, they are called economic activities. Now at the same time we can see consumptions. Goods and services are used for consumption. Once the production is there, nobody is there to consume, it's of no use. Okay, so customers are very important. People are very important. Once the goods are produced, so customers are there, must be there to produce, to consume that. Okay, so and next to exchange. When we talk about exchange producers produce the goods for the consumers. At the same time, some of the markets are there. So these markets system, through the marketing system, where many customers comes and buy the goods, so there where buying and selling activity takes place. This is called exchange. Where many people exchange, by giving money they purchase the goods, where the exchanging activity takes place. And distribution. So distribution, we can say that the income that is earned through the production of goods has to be distributed. How it will be distributed? So example in the production activity, now we can say that when we wanted to grow some crops, we need to invest money, capital. We need to invest money, or we can say that capital, and some of the labors. We need to pay for the labors and for the fertilizers. So like that, the distribution takes place in the economic activity. It means that money our economy, so will be shared among all the people. And also we can understand the two types of economics. One is microeconomy and macroeconomics. What is microeconomics? Microeconomics implies the study of economics at very small level. It will be very small level. That is, maybe you can say that individual, society, family. So these are this is called micro economics in the small level. Okay, so we can say that yes, consumer makes that decision for achieving the maximum satisfaction from the consumption. So okay, and the prices also determined by the interaction of the buyers and the sellers in a market. Okay, so that is called here we can say that microeconomics, and at the same time you wanted to buy various goods and services there, okay, to satisfy your wants. So there which wants will which will satisfy you, and at the same time how much price you are willing to pay for the specific goods, and at the same time you need to understand that is about the first point about microeconomics, and at the same time how much quantity you should be produced, and price which goods and service should be sold. So these are question definitely arises in the microeconomics. Then the price is determined by the interaction of the customers or buyers and the seller in a market. Acceptable prices are there to the customer, are fixed. So these are now some of the prices will be fixed in on what manner. Everything will be decided in the microeconomics. And second type is macroeconomics. When we discuss about the macroeconomics, of course it is a macro means here it is a total or large. Okay, the society or the country or the economic activity or the economic is very large entirely compared to an individual here. It means where macroeconomics is the study of the whole nation, we can say that is based on the national income or total income of the country. So that of course that will be managed by the government. Okay, promotion of economic growth, expenditure and regulation of inflation, all such decisions are usually taken by the government. Then of course when we study about this economic activity and importance, at the same time some of the problems also will arise, the basic problems of economics. So what are the basic problems of economics? Already I told you, the goods which we produce, what to produce, we need to know what to produce and how to produce and whom to produce. These are some of the important problems arises in the economic activity. In that basic problems already I told you here, what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce are the basic economic problems. So we have to decide about what goods and service has to be produced. First thing, what goods to whom we need to produce, goods and services to produce. Second, there are different ways to produce. Okay, how to produce? There are different ways to produce given goods. Example, labor intensive technology, whether we need to use more labors or intensive technology has to be used, or capital intensive technologies will be decided by the society. And for whom to produce, after we have produced goods and with the labor effort or technology effort we have produced, but nobody is there to purchase, for whom to produce, that is also very very important. Okay, so every society has to decide the distribution of the goods or distribution of the scarce resources of goods and services among all individuals. Okay, so interacting with the producers, distributors, and consumers. So like that, even though we face some of the problem, of course the government also makes some proper economic decision in order to proper economic decision. That is very very important. The decision which will be taken by the government in order to maintain the economic activity in the country. So that is first one is the government imposes taxes for the goods and services, and that through that, so they can understand where to invest money on what field, whether it may be education field or health field or agriculture field, that will be decided by the government. And next one is maintaining law and order. Maintaining law and order in order to maintain the proper economic activities or economic system in the country. So law and order is very very important. And third point, we need to remember one more important decision that will be made by the government was providing some common and basic facilities like good roads, education, electricity, internet, and external security. So these are some of the important things that are some of the important decisions that government has made by the government in order to balance the economic system in the country. So this is the chapter about the introduction to economics. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can clarify in the next class. Thank you.